So how would you say that then? Instead of you make me so angry, how would we say that if we were living proactively, if we were living freely?
I'm sorry.
Yeah, you did stuff and I'm choosing anger here. You said stuff and I'm choosing anger here. Now, what did he say was that what that lady said in the Sacramento audience? If I've chosen to be angry here, what can I also choose? I don't have to be angry anymore. I can just as easily choose happiness. I can choose peacefulness. I can choose something else. See, Stephen Covey says, and I absolutely agree with this, and I suggest you write this down. It'll be on your quiz, but it's far more valuable than just showing us on a quiz. He says, if you think the problem is outside of you, if you think the problem is outside of you, comma, that thought is the problem. If you think the problem is outside of you, that thought is the problem. What kind of thoughts does that bring up for you? When you hear that statement and listen to what we've been talking about, what does that start to do for you as far as your own sense of freedom? Can you feel that? It's not an easy one for us because for so many experiences, so much of our life, it has been, what does he say? The reactive person bases his response on what? Emotions. And what?
Feelings.
Yeah, feelings, emotions, and what else? The environment. Circumstances. I do this because I'm feeling this way, or I'm responding this way, I'm reacting this way because of, oh, that hurt my feelings. Or because what's happening out there. The proactive person responds on the basis of what? Their values. This is how I feel about things. Not emotions, but this is how I am about things. And I choose to be a peaceful person when everyone else is upset. That's my value, and I'm choosing to have that instead of, whatever somebody's saying or doing, I'm choosing this. That's freedom. And in my opinion, when you get that, you're an enlightened person. You are a free person. And nobody can touch you. Now you'll forget. We all do. You'll be driving along the road and suddenly, this happened to me, where I had to remember this. I was driving along Washington Boulevard one day, just minding my own business in my own Jeep, and I was just driving along, and there was traffic all around me. I was up there by Wainscar's, is that the name of the place? Wainscar's. Okay, I was right by there, and it was morning, and it was a warm day, so I had my windows open, and this guy pulls up right next to me, and please don't be offended at this if this is an offensive word for you, but he pulled up right next to me, he looked over at me, and he goes, "You asshole!" And I looked over at him and I went, "How do you know?" We've never talked before. I don't know you. But the reactive person would have gone, "Yeah, my car's bigger than yours by twice. I'm going to, you do that. That's the reactive person. But in my mind, I'm thinking, I don't know what I did. We're all going the same speed, and nothing, you know, you can't go any faster no matter what. That must be your problem, that you're having a rough day. And you need to unload on somebody. I'm glad I could be the one. But the interesting thing about that is, what did I get to preserve in me when this that I couldn't control at all took place? I got to stay peaceful. I didn't need to get upset. I didn't have to, well, you know, you see people who get their feelings hurt, and then they're like 1 inch behind the guy. I'm just showing them, right? They're like, and honking and stuff, like, and in the meantime, their heart rate's racing, their blood pressure's cranking, they're watching time off. We don't need that. We're free to choose what we want to do. And I'm convinced that applies universally across all emotions. So, no longer, I'm instantly off the hook now. It's impossible for me to make you feel bored. Isn't that right? What's the appropriate way of saying that now? When you are noticing yourself being bored, instead of, you're making me bored, what's the correct way of saying that, now that we're all enlightened? I'm choosing bored. Yep. I'm choosing anger at you when you're saying those things. I'm choosing sadness. Now, I'm not saying never get these feelings. You know, sometimes it's a good thing to get angry. Moves you. Sometimes it's okay to be sad. Sometimes boredom moves you to do something else. But realize that it's not anything outside of you that's making you feel that way. It's your way you're thinking. And it's your choosing to have that thought. And now I guarantee today you'll have the opportunity to test this principle. It will happen. Something will happen where you'll go, oh, normally I would act this way. But now, since I'm an enlightened person, I'm going to choose otherwise. And then watch what happens. It's really cool. Isn't that amazing? It's really good stuff.